Ready? Okay. There was once this girl. By the age of 12, she had tried drugs for the first time to cope with the pain due to her father's abuse. When she turns 13, her mother had found a new partner who consistently raped her and her sister. So by the time she was 14, she had no choice but to abandon her home due to the intolerable pain and stress. Her name is Rebecca, and her story is one of the many stories that I encountered when I researched on this topic. Imagine living in a world where there's no safety, no sense of belonging, and no sense of self-esteem. How cruel it will be to deny the opportunity to at least fill your stomach. I mean, it just doesn't seem like something any human with basic compassion will do, right? But yet, last fall, a group of city officials in the city of Ft.Lauderdale had passed a law that essentially, effectively, outlawed feeding to the homeless outdoor. One of the biggest supporters of this law, the County Homeless Trust Fund chairman, Ronald Book, was quoted by the Brown New Times last year as saying, quote, "Hunger is the big motivator." His logic is that when we feed the homeless, we're making them happy. And when they're happy and satisfied, they don't have any incentives to get on the street. However, his argument is logically flawed because that argument is based on the assumption that homelessness is by and large a choice. But as my story demonstrated earlier, the cause of homelessness are rooted in factors like drug addiction, mental illness, family abuse, and many other extrinsic factors. So by keeping the homeless hungry, we'll not only not keep them off the street, but we'll make the suffering even more worse. Currently, enforcement of the law is suspended due to the many lawsuits brought against the city by organizations like Love Thy Neighbors and Food's Not Bomb. I believe the law should keep suspended until development of supportive service are established, as outlined in the vision plan published by the city of Ft.Lauderdale in 2013. This new service and infrastructure will help the homeless find permanent housing and quality jobs. So this leads to my rebuttal to the second reason why this law was passed, which was according to Mayor Jack Saylor at the Local 10 News program last year, to encourage the safe and clean distribution of food. However, without this additional service and establishment, there's just simply not enough church and indoor facilities to accommodate and serve the homeless. And to pass a law that bans outdoor feeding prior to this establishment of supporting service indoor, to me, it's just like genocide to the homeless population through hunger. So now I want to switch gear a little bit and talk about how us here, as responsible citizens and essential members of the community, can do about this issue. Like I reiterate many times throughout this semester, homelessness is not just a problem that happens in Ft.Lauderdale. It happens in every corner of the state, every corner of the country, and every corner of the globe. So wherever you are and wherever you go, there's always the opportunity to help with this issue. Fortunately for us, a similar law was struck down in Gainesville in 2011. So now we have a lot more opportunity and freedom than our friends in Ft.Lauderdale to help the homeless. To start with, there are many student organizations on campus that meet monthly and weekly to make food and distribute the food to the homeless. This past semester, one of our classmates, Austin's friend, Zach Smith, had founded an organization called A Reason to Give. Volunteers for that organization will meet weekly to make sandwich at Grace Marketplace near Waldo Road and the 39th Avenue to make sandwich and to distribute them. A similar organization that I was involved in last year was called Project Downtown. Volunteer for Project Downtown meet every Sunday and Saturday at 1 p.m. at the Ft.Lauderdale Community Plaza to serve hot meals to the local homeless. And besides, besides involved as a volunteer, we can also sponsor meal for these organizations. In addition to serving them food, we can also inform those homeless about existing shelters in the local area. Last year, to raise the wealth of the Pew Charity Funds, I reported a Housing First model utilizing Salt Lake City. This model identified shelter as a key first step at solving the homeless problem by providing the homeless and the needy shelter without much restriction, unlike many other cities. And the results are promising. Since the year 2005, the rate of homelessness in Salt Lake City have reduced by 74%. So that just goes to show how important shelter is at solving the problem of homelessness. An extensive list of shelters in Gainesville can be found by simply going to Google and search shelter list Gainesville. Some well-known shelters in Gainesville include the St. Francis House and the Salvation Army by the Main Street and University Drive. To conclude my speech, I just want to say, in addition to giving the homeless the physical needs, like food and shelter, what they really want is a sense of belonging, a sense of respect and self-esteem. Now, to quote Rebecca from the beginning of my beginning story, what people need is someone to actually be there, someone to care, and someone to trust. My friends, starting today, let's join hands, and together we can all be that someone. I'm ready. Are you? Thank you.